A mother's embrace. Firefighter Ana goes to evacuate a flooding nursing home, but the residents aren't exactly waiting for help. Something sinister lurks in the shadow, and Ana's past? Yeah, it's coming back to bite her. And no, this isn't your grandma's bingo night. Stick around, you'll see the storm of weird unfold. Hey, I'm Wes from Atomic Cult Media, your corner for twisty, under-the-radar horror that sticks with you. Now, if you've been here for a while, you know I cut my teeth on Lovecraftian horror, from films like Reanimator to In the Mouth of Madness, The Thing, and even low-budget gems like Dagon. I spent hours hunched over board games like Arkham Horror the card game and Mansions of Madness, completely obsessing over cosmic dread, cults, and the unknowable. So when I hear about a Brazilian horror flick under the radar promising mysterious residents, something slimy in the water, and a story threaded with trauma, well, I am all in. I went in expecting a storm disaster movie and came out thinking this is actually subtle, atmospheric, Lovecraftian horror done really well. But hit that like button and let's dive into this hidden gem. January 1996, Rio de Janeiro. Ana is back on active duty after freezing on a previous rescue. On the same day her mother dies. Trauma alert, she's carrying baggage heavier than a firefighter's hose. She and her team get called to a flooded, decaying nursing home. You'd think it's just evacuate the residents and go home, right? Wrong. Nobody wants to leave except for a frightened young girl, Leah. And in the water, something moves, something wrong, something that creeps into your peripheral vision and refuses to leave. Flashbacks to Ana's childhood show trauma at home, hence her mother was dangerous and a fire that haunts her. It's not just scares, it's emotional stakes layered under all this weirdness. The mix of psychological trauma plus cosmic tinge suspense is exactly what makes Lovecraftian horror so addicting, and this film sort of nails it. Ponce's tension building is phenomenal. The storm, the flooding, the creepy behavior of the residents, and the subtle monster glimpses all combined into a bit of a slow burn. It's a bit of escalating dread with far more psychological weight to it. Marjorie Estiano, who plays Ana, is the heart of the film. Brave, vulnerable, and emotionally nuanced. You feel every choice he makes, every hesitation, and every tense moment. You have the manager whose calm, eerie demeanor is more unsettling than a jump scare, hiding behind a polite smile. Director Cristian Ponce and co-writer Gabriela Capello and Andre Pereira balance trauma, supernatural dread, and tension masterfully. The cinematography is great. It uses shadows, reflections, and flooding hallways to create constant unease. And the gliding tentacle in the water, it's practical effects. It's not CGI. It's giving it that tactile, almost Yuzna-esque horror feel, perfect for Lovecraft fans who appreciate subtle, hands-on creature work. Shadows in the hallways, glowing eyes and dark corners, subtle water movement. Ponce trusts your imagination, which makes this linger. The flooding mirrors Ana's trauma. She's literally wading through her past while facing present horror. The cult undertones and mysterious residents nod to Lovecraftian fear without spelling it out. Mystery over exposition. If you're enjoying this review, hit that like button and maybe subscribe. I've got a whole playlist of horror movie reviews down below. Also, if you're on mobile, hit that hype button. It really helps small channels like this. You get 3 hypes a week. Use one of those on me. Come on. What I liked about it, Ana's performance is exceptional. Vulnerable yet commanding, haunted yet proactive. She's like Ellen Ripley meets Lovecraftian survivor. And as the supporting cast is kind of realized, her team members go missing and you kind of feel for them because you see their interaction and their bond early on. And makes the tension feel earned. And like I said, the visuals, the subtle shadows, the reflections, the movement in the water create unease without relying on cheap jump scares. And there's a psychological and supernatural mix, just like all great Lovecraft stories. Trauma, cult behavior, subtle creature horror make it more than a typical disaster or haunted house movie. Cult-like residents and the unknown lurking in water and slow creeping dread reward the patient viewers. What might hold it back a little bit is just, there's a lot of stuff going on in this tight 90-minute movie. You got the floods, you got cult and water creatures, and Ana's trauma. It can feel a bit crowded at times. And the creature payoff is restrained. If you want over-the-top monster mayhem, this might frustrate some. And it might not be ideal for impatient viewers. I like my subtle, slow burn horror, but I understand it can be boring, and I called out movies in the past for it being boring, but I didn't find this boring. It's a tight 90 minutes. It leaves you breadcrumbs, and I just love the atmosphere. But to some, this might be a negative. So overall, I would give A Mother's Embrace a 3.5 out of 5. It's not groundbreaking, but it's executed superbly. There's tension, a little bit of character depth, and subtle Lovecraftian dread. Fans of Lovecraft and slow burn horror, cultish mysteries, and practical effects will love it. This has hidden gem status written all over it. I haven't even heard of this movie, and I believe it's exclusive on Screenbox, and I'm surprised no one has been talking about this. It's smart, it's creepy, and emotionally resonant. But did you see A Mother's Embrace? Let me know down in the comments what you thought of it. And are you interested in seeing it now? If you like this review, hit that like button down below and maybe subscribe. You can just click here to subscribe. I've got my other horror movie reviews up here. If you want to support the channel a little bit further, we have YouTube memberships and our Patreon right here. Also, if you're on mobile, hit that hype button. You get 3 hypes a week. I would love one of those. And remember, never underestimate a flooded nursing home in Brazil, especially when Lovecraftian shadows are lurking.